Welcome, Gemini, to your October 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Now, Gemini, happy Halloween to all of you who celebrate Halloween where in your part of the world. I hope you have an exciting one. It's always lots of fun, and don't forget that veil between the worlds is very thin at that time, so be listening to your intuition to guide you. Now, if you would like a mini reading from me, just to quickly digress before we get into your reading, all you need to do is click the thanks button below, nominate the amount you would like to leave. In the comment section below, put your question or what you'd like me to focus on, and I will film your video just like I'm doing now, if I can get my camera straight, and I will leave a link in response to your comment, which you will be able to click on, and it will take you straight to your mini reading. Now, I've had a lot of people just giving me donations, which is absolutely fine. I won't say no to that, but they're not leaving a comment. So I don't know if they're just giving me a donation or wanting a reading, because if I leave I get an automated message to say that I've been given a donation or a thanks, but I don't know if I leave my link on that little notification whether you will get your link or not. You will be able to see it. So if you want to give a donation, that's absolutely fine, but please leave a comment so I can attach that link to the comment. And if you were one of the people that left me a donation, thank you so much. If you're waiting for your reading, please reach out to me and I will forward that link to you. Now, sorry about that long intro. Let's get into your reading. Now, wow. Okay, looking at your reading, it's very interesting here. You have got 3 nines. You've got the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. Now, I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything is symbolic. And in tarot, when you get the number 9, or certainly if you get multiple nines reflect extremes in optimism and pessimism. So one minute you're on top of the world, the next minute you are just depressed, anxious, stressed. And when you have multiple nines, the positives are really accentuated, but then again, so is the negative. So this can sort of mean like you achieve your goals in the most amazing fashion, or you allow your fears almost to bring you to a grinding halt. And so I feel like this could be happening for a lot of you in October. Now, when you get lots of 9s, though, it does indicate you have come a long way along your path. You've achieved so much, and sometimes you might even feel like you've paid what feels like a really high price, and you might even feel like you need to protect what it is that you've kind of created, but I feel like here, certainly for you start out with that 9 of Swords, and that 9 of Swords is really like that never-ending kind of nightmare. And it's interesting, in this particular deck, this is the Mystic Palette Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. They're absolutely beautiful cards, almost like little works of art here. But in this particular card, and Ciro Marchetti does this for all his cards, he puts the symbols of the star signs on the cards that relate to the particular cards. And right on the Nine of Swords, you see the symbol for Gemini or the twins here. So I feel like you're starting out the month with that energy of a little bit of a never-ending nightmare here, a bit of stress, a bit of anxiety, a bit of depression, a bit of mental strain and turmoil here. But in saying that, Gemini, you have got the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I mean, the Nine of Cups is heaven on... The Nine of Pentacles is heaven on earth. And the Nine of Cups is your wish coming true. So I feel like any stress or anxiety in that Nine of Swords that you are starting out with at the beginning of the month, they're getting washed away by these amazing, wonderful, positive cards. You know, that Nine of Pentacles, this is you really having worked so hard to achieve your goals and to achieve your abundance. And you are really being asked, if you're not already doing it, to enjoy what you've earned, enjoy your wealth. You can't take it with you when you go. You know, spend on luxury, spend on beautiful wine, beautiful food, on beautifying yourself, on your home, on travel, on things that bring you so much joy, because that Nine of Pentacles is really saying you've worked hard for your money, so, you know, enjoy it. I feel like for the Seven of Pentacles, you know, there is this, you've been working hard on a project, I feel, and the Seven of Pentacles is that card where it's saying you've done all you can do up until this point, Gemini. If you've had something that you've been working on, if you've been trying to build something, if you've been working hard on a project, this is saying you've pretty much done all you can do, and now it's just a matter of time before exactly what you want comes in. And the fact that you've got the Knight of Swords here, I feel like good things are coming in pretty quickly here for you. You know, with this card, I always use the analogy of the farmer. And that is, the farmer has his land and he tills the soil and he plants the seeds and he waters them and he weeds the ground and nurtures them and fertilizes them and watches them grow. But there's nothing that the farmer can do to make them grow any faster. He can't go out and pull on the little shoots. All he can do once he's done that preliminary work is relax, sit back and watch the fruits of his labor grow. And I feel like this is going to be happening for you here as well. There is this joy, this abundance that you've been working on. And although you have that element of the Nine of Swords that does kind of hold you down and hold you back a lot of the time because of your fears and your anxieties, just know that you've done enough now and you can relax. You know, you've got the Moon card here. Now, this is the card of Pisces, but I would also sometimes read this as a Cancer, because a Pisces, the Moon does rule Pisces, but the Moon is also the governing astral body of Cancer as well. So that's why I sometimes read that as a Cancer. But I feel like there's some hidden things here. There's some things that you really don't know and that you're in the dark about. But these will be revealed to you. It's almost like even you may be hiding some things from some people as well. But the Moon is, you can actually see by the light of the moon. But things look very different. They look very mysterious. And the moon isn't up for the whole time. The moon goes down and then the sun comes up. So what you can't see right now will be revealed to you, Gemini. So don't worry too much about that either. The moon is a very mystical card as well. So you are asked to tap into your intuition, listen to your dreams, listen to those little niggling thoughts that you get, any premonitions that you get. And, as I mentioned at the beginning, Halloween, the veil is very thin. So you might be getting some downloads from your angels, your spirit guides here in October. But wow, you have the Empress card here. How beautiful is this energy of the Empress? This is such a wonderful card. This is a card of things being really productive, things growing, things are very fertile at this time. Some of you might be wanting to have a baby. Some of you might find out that you're pregnant. Some of you might be worried about having a baby as well. But if that is the case, I feel like you don't have to worry. Things are, as I said, that Knight of Swords energy is just like things happening at a breakneck speed. So definitely things will be coming in quickly. But the Empress does say it's time to stop pondering your fate and get busy. If you have been worried, that's what I was talking about at the beginning with that 9. You might actually be, your fears might really be holding you back from moving forward and having this wonderful abundance, having this wonderful wish come true coming into your life. And so it's really time to stop pondering. It's an amazing time of prosperity here for you, Gemini, and you are going to be very successful at everything that you put your mind to. I can see that here. It's a great sign when the Empress comes up that you can actually manifest your dreams here. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And look, this can be a sign of pregnancy, as I said, but if it's not, if you're past the age of having a child or you don't want to have a child, this can actually be talking about even adopting a child, a fur baby, but it can be talking about, that project that you're working on that's your baby, your metaphorical baby as well. But the Empress is the Earth Mother. This is such a nurturing card. And so you might even find yourself nurturing those around you, but also nurturing yourself as well is really important. You might be just putting a lot of mental energy and effort into birthing a new idea as well, and nurturing that new idea into being. But boy, as I said, that Knight of Swords, this is the fastest knight of all. All knights are the movement of energy, so there's really a lot of mental energy going on. Lots of swords, lots of swords, lots of thoughts, lots of ideas. And I feel like if things have been stuck for you, particularly if you've had this energy of the 7 of Pentacles, which is a really positive card, but again, there is that feeling of, when is this going to happen? I've been waiting for so long. Well, when the night shows up, it's like stepping into a whirlwind, and it can even make you kind of feel giddy almost. So a lot of solutions coming to being, but a wish come true is coming in here for you, Gemini. Absolutely, with that 9 of Cups. This is such beautiful energy here. It's it's a bringer of joy and change, and you're going to be so happy. And I see, like any of this, you start the energy off of the month with that 9 of Swords, but you've got the 6 of Swords here, and this is leaving troubled shores behind you. I mean, if you look at this card here, you can see in the background there's that black cloud, the storms, but here as she's traveling, there's it's behind her, the sky is clearing, and she's being guided. She's got the bird here holding the lanterns so she can see. The owl is the wisdom, the owl on the pussycat. I've never noticed that before. Went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat, I don't know, but that she's being basically guided, and she doesn't know exactly where she's going. And I feel that because this 6 of Swords is right beneath that moon card, which I was talking about, things that are hidden, things that are unknown, you're leaving that troubled time and you are moving forward to calmer shores. And in a sense, you don't know what's there. You can't see you can't see the horizon yet. But you are being guided, and you're trusting your intuition, and you're knowing that you are coming to this wish come true here. Absolutely. Now let's get some clarifying cards out. I'm sorry I went on so long with that lot. Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, this is exactly what I said with the 6 of Swords. This is the 8 of Cups. Mentally and emotionally, you are leaving something behind. Something that doesn't suit you, something that doesn't serve you, something that isn't good for you. It's over with. You've had enough. It's almost like you were at breaking point and you were like, nah, I'm leaving that stuff behind. And you can see here the moon. This again is you're traveling by the light of the moon. It doesn't give off much light. You can't see the full picture. You can't see the full road, what's at the very end of the road, but you are trusting that you are heading to that 9 of Cups, to that joy, to that wish fulfillment. That is such, I mean, you can't, it always astounds me. My angels, my spirit guides, when they're telling me the story, they do this all the time. This is absolutely mentally, emotionally, you are leaving all of that crap behind, and you're heading to a beautiful, wonderful future here in October. Yeah, look, that's really interesting. There's a calling here for you. This is almost like there's a rising from the ashes here. This is like the phoenix from the ashes, where you've been feeling depressed, where you've been feeling like you're stuck and you can't move. It's judgment here, and you're being called by the angels to rise up and to look at your situation. And you might even be being called to move into a new direction. And I feel like you absolutely are with the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. You are moving in a new direction. And it's almost like something that you've been working on. You've been putting a lot of energy and effort into. And the 3 of Wands says your ships are coming in here, Gemini. You don't have to stand on the cliff and watch them. You know they're coming. You can now move on and begin that new project, begin that new course of action. In a way, there's a bit of waiting here in both the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. They do have that same message where you've put all the hard work in. You've done all you can do now. Now move on. You can start something new here. And I feel like if there is something that's calling you, something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, that you've been interested in, and you starting a new business, starting a new job, a new hobby, whatever it is for you, it's time to move on and do it, because you are, like I said, really being called to do that. I love the Judgment card as well, in a way, because the Judgment card is that one step away from a final completion of everything that you have been working towards. And it kind of, in a way, it does ask you to pause and to review the past and review your achievements. And then that way you can decide where you want to go in the future. And it gives you a bit more direction. Even though you can't see the future completely, you know you want to head in that direction. So I feel like you will do it. And again, yeah, as I said, this includes kind of career changes that you've been thinking about. And, you know, think about all of your options really carefully here, Gemini. You don't have to race or rush, even though the Knight of Swords is here, and that is that fast energy. You might feel like, oh my gosh, I need to rush and do things quickly. If it's supposed to happen quickly, it will happen in its good time. You don't need to rush about it. But I feel like when that Judgment card does come up, there is kind of a big decision to make around that as well. But, you know, anything that you've been preparing for is going to go so well here for you when you do get that Judgment card there. So I really love those messages for you, Gemini. Now I'm going to get one final card from the Now I Understand Oracle deck, just to top it all off. What did I just say? Decide. A decision needs to be made after careful analysis. Making a choice. Make a choice and keep things moving. Absolutely. What was I saying? There is a big decision here for you. You don't have to wait here for your ships to come in. They're coming in. You know they are. Make that decision. Make that choice about which direction you want to go in now, and go for it. Keep things moving. Even though you don't know where you're going to end up, I should say, just know that you're going to be going in the right direction. So we'll leave it there, Gemini. Thank you for your time. Don't forget, if you would like that mini reading, just nominate the amount you'd like to give. Put your comment in the comment section below, and I will film your video and leave a link for you in response to your comment. You'll be able to see the link and click on it, but you must leave that comment, otherwise I don't know if you're going to be able to see the link. Also, if you'd like to help out my channel in other ways, I've got a beautiful online store. Well, I think it's beautiful. I sell crystal jewellery. These are all handmade by my mum. They are beautiful pieces, all one-off only. You're not going to see a million of these on Temu or Etsy. They're all really well made on wire, not string, so they're not going to break. And they're crystals. There's some beads, some beautiful antique beads as well. And I've got some antiques there as well, which I absolutely love. That's my other passion, so you might want to check those out to see if there's any little treasure there for you. And if you don't want to do either of those things, you could just give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe, because that helps me out so much as well. So have a great month, Gemini, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.